Hello and welcome back to the Ink and Hearth Collective, where we celebrate creativity, motherhood, and everything in between. And I am so excited because I finally have a planner lineup. I have not done a planner lineup in probably 2 years. However, we have one for 2026. It is not fancy, it is not extensive, it is quite simple, but I just wanted to share what I was using in 2026 as everyone else is sharing what they're using in 2026. And since I'm jumping back into the content creation train, I figured why not do what I used to do and do a planner lineup with you guys. So these are all of the planners and the notebooks that I am currently using in 2026. Now, I will say it's not as bad as it looks because 2 of these are notebooks. One of them is for homeschool. Really only one of them's a planner. So it's not as bad as it used to be. I remember my stacks used to be like this tall, lots of planners. I had everything separated out into different planners, and that does not work with my brain. It actually quite hurts my brain. I like everything to be in one spot, one planner, one giant area where I can just put all my thoughts down, and the millions and millions of planners jumping onto the Hobonichis and the A5s and all of that was just not serving me. I do not like to Frankenplan because I get too caught up in the Franken part of the planning. And yeah, one planner is enough for me. I do, however, usually separate certain things out into notebooks, which is a completely different story about playing and plotting books or having project management stuff. But right now we are just going to go through what some of these entail. And as you can see, the majority of it is Erin Condren. So, and 2 happy planners. So planner number 1 is my main ride or die planner. This is the Erin Condren. It is a monthly planner. Super simple, but I loved the blooms. I'm really into florals right now. Florals, Victorian Regency, very much into right now. That is my vibe, of course, with the rose gold. And I did the minimalistic interior, so it's just so basic. I will say I did make a boo-boo this year with my planner. So this is a wonderful planner. I have used it in the past. I've gotten it before and I've been like, I'm gonna get the vertical layout from Erin Condren next. So you have your monthly spread and then you have your productivity page right here. And then over here, it's just a bunch of really nicely weighted notebook paper. I think it's about 10 or 12 sheets of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sheets of notebook paper to do your monthly planning. It's usable, it's workable. What I forgot was that I love the idea of being able to play with stickers and to actually use up the ridiculous amount of sticker packs that I have accumulated over the years between Erin Condren and Happy Planner and Etsy shops. And I like the idea of being able to kind of freehand it with the notebook pages. And then I actually did the spread for January. And I just did like a rough spread. This is nothing on it yet, but it's kind of like for each week, it has its own thing. I don't like this version of what I've done. So one of my notes for, yes, one of my sheets I'm using is planner changes for next month. And it's honestly probably going to go back to kind of like a vertical layout. Just because that's that's what works for me best. I like how it has like the 3 boxes where I put like things I need to do at home, my personal work, and then my creative content, like ideas or like myself, goes into another box. So I have 3 different categories that I get to write in, and you still get to decorate it and make it all pretty at the same time. So your girl's on a budget. So this will be usable. This will work. I will make it work. However, next year I'm definitely going to go back to the vertical. I thought the notebook lined, the simplicity of it would be very helpful. It actually is not. So I have to figure out how to do that. And in the back, because I like, again, experimenting with things, instead of doing the productivity goals section like I did last year in my vertical, I decided to do the budgeting add-ons, which gives you spending summary, a saving summary, and then a debt or payment plan tracker, which I think is really handy. And of course, this is just, since this is just the monthly, you get the basic stickers. So yeah, this is fine. I'm going to use it. But again, next year, I'm definitely going to go back to the vertical. I like it. I like it a lot. And again, I thought being creative was going to help me this year, but it's just giving me a little bit of extra stress every month when I look at it and realize there are blank pages and I have to do the work to fill them up. For some people who are more artistic and like that thing, that must be really nice to have the freedom. But for me, I kind of like freedom within boundaries. So we will do a vertical Erin Condren again next year. But this is the planner that goes everywhere with me. This is the basic. This is the master planner, if you want to call it that. Now this is fun because this is an Erin Condren project planner. It's actually not really a planner as it is a manager, but they call it, I think, the project planner. I got this a couple of years ago with the idea that I was going to use it. A couple of years ago have gone by and I did not use it. I filled out 2 of the like sheets for the project stuff, but I never actually followed through. So just to give you an idea of what this looks like, you have your project details and important dates, and then it gives you a bi-weekly thing of what you need to be doing, a checklist. So this is very helpful. And then you get a couple of like 4 or 5, like 4 pages of just notes so you can write down. And this I am actually using. Project Stars, the book that I'm currently working on. It was my last NaNoWriMo book, and we are chugging along with it. Okay, I've actually got words written. There's more because I started on the 5th, but I've been writing since the 1st daily, minus my blackout days that I don't write. So I'm actually getting stuff done on that part of it. And then also my YouTube. So getting back into content creation, playing it all down, making it look all nice. I have coffee washi, which is amazing. And I love it. But yeah, this is exactly what I need, because you can take it in small chunks or you can kind of map it out for bigger projects. You can take up as much space as you need and you can always add to it. So again, they just have simple stickers in the back, but I will probably, when this is finished, I will probably be buying another one of these as well. And again, I got it in some type of a bloom. They always name their blooms differently, but I love them. And I always save my covers because I always get the florals. Next up is a fun one. This is the homeschool planner. This keeps me on target with my kiddos. My son is 4, he's almost 5, so we're in preschool. So it's nothing to write home about. We do about 20 minutes of work a day. You know, learning the alphabet, tracing our numbers, learning numbers and all that good stuff. And I'll just show you an example. This was a on sale teacher planner from Happy Planner. And it was a Harry Potter one. I thought it was super cute. I love Harry Potter, so I got it. So you have your spread, your front spread here. It's for everything, the main goals, your notes, some important things. I put dates down over here. And then your monthly spread. It's like your typical happy planner monthly spread. And then every day is sectioned off. So this is the second Monday, and it goes all the way across. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I would assume is like periods in school now, like study hall, math, sciences, whatever. I can't really remember how many periods I had in school. I think I had 7, 6 or 7 a day, and they rotated. So this is pretty much how it's all laid out. And then it goes directly to the back until the next productivity page going into the next month. So super easy to use. I leave it on my homeschool cart out in the dining room, and I just grab it and make sure that we're following on track where we need to go, so that by the time spring gets here, we will be able to be where we need to be for kindergarten for the fall. So this all looks like a whole lot, but it's really not. It's just a lot stretched out. Like, I have my homeschool planner over there. I have a plotting project happening right now. Extra stuff that has been taken out of my old 2025 planner, 2024 planner, project planner that I have had for a while that I have used off and on, a bunch of stickers. You can see audiobook work right there. And then of course I have my word count tracker for what I'm working on currently. And then I have Sarah's goals and part of her HB90 method. Because I do kind of the HB90 method in my planners, I just do the big goals, the project management stuff in a big disked happy planner. But yeah, this looks like a whole lot, but it's not. I just have to organize it all. So you will see this nice and neat in the 2026 planner lineup video. But yeah, this is what it looks like beforehand. I have been really interested in being more intentional, decorating my planners, taking Sundays completely off to just reset and plan, go to church, do some reflections, that sort of thing, taking stock of the week, slow down for myself. So this is the first Sunday of January. So this is all happening. This is a huge reset, and it'll probably take me the majority of the day to do, but I'm really hopeful that I can get myself organized by tonight. Now this bad boy might look very familiar. This is a large, like a deluxe happy planner hardcover cover. It's a cover for your happy planner, and it's just a protectant. So in here is a lot of things, but it's sectioned off, and this holds the Sarah Cannon HB90 method goals section. So I do the quarterly planning. I plan in 90-day segments. I'll link Sarah's videos and her system down below. So basically what I do is I print out her writing goals for the new year portion of it, and then I do the actual Q1 HB90 goals portion for the actual planning unit. And I kind of take her HB90 layout framework and I put it into the Erin Condren. As soon as she makes a printable coiled planner or a disc bound planner, I will buy it. But until then, that's just what works for me. So that is what I have all of my goals. I have all of my first 3 months planned out for writing, how many mental health days, how many days I'm going to need, sick days I'm going to need with the kids, plus the days that I'm just not going to be writing at all, to give me realistic writing expectations, which is super helpful. And that is what is housed in here. You've all seen this before. I've done it every time I've done content planning videos. This is the method that I use that works and keeps me pretty much on target. Keeps me on target when I'm actually writing, because I haven't written anything in 2 years. So this is the year back for me. And there are a lot of kinks to work out, let's just put it that way. So the final notebook that I'm currently in is actually a plotting notebook. This is just a normal Erin Condren notebook. I love their coiled notebooks. I love the paper. I just love the quality of their notebooks, and I love the covers. This is an autumnal floral, and I'm actually almost completely done plotting a potential 5-book series in here. It is for me. It's fun for me. It's what I'm currently, like, what do you call it? Daydreaming about, or fantasizing about, or just wanting to write for myself. It's not fantasy. It's actually like clean contemporary romance, slow burn, with more of an emphasis on